everybody to 116 Infantry. Thank you so much for joining us today. We know this is a really special day for all of you. It's a special day for us, and quite frankly, it's a special day for the Army. It's interesting to be in this room. I don't know how much you know about the history of the 16th Infantry Regiment, but it is one of the oldest infantry regiments in the United States Army, and we are the sole remaining active duty members of the 16th Infantry. So I would ask you just please look around the room. There's a lot of amazing history. And the reason I bring that up is because the 16th Infantry Regiment, ever since the Civil War, has been doing this. They've been promoting officers in times of peace and times of war, and it is a recognition that they are ready for a greater level of responsibility. Because kind of in the Army, a second lieutenant will show up and everybody automatically realizes that is the least experienced person in the platoon. Because they are. They go to an Army school and but that's it. So even the private that's been there for 3 or 4 weeks, that private kind of knows how they do things. But then, so brand new second lieutenant shows up and everybody knows they don't know what they're doing. And that's okay. That's what we want. We want them to be there to learn, and then they will reach this. You can see in platoons at some point there's this transition when the platoon sergeant actually starts to allow the platoon leader to lead the platoon. And everybody comes at it from a different way and a different perspective. Now, for some of these gentlemen, most of the time, that kind of coincides with when you were a first lieutenant. Because when you become a first lieutenant, really what that means is you don't have any more excuses. All the second lieutenant excuses go away. Well, I really don't know what I'm doing. No, you do know what you're doing because we as an organization have recognized that you are capable of doing something else. And I think that is absolutely the case in these 3 gentlemen. Although some of them have not had an opportunity to lead soldiers yet, we're very excited about what they're going to do and see what they do with that opportunity. So then we're going to promote these fine gentlemen, and then I will talk a little bit about the captains, which is a whole different level of responsibility that we're following. But I just want to say a few words so you kind of all know where we're coming from. Thanks again for coming in. So.
All right, Lieutenant Gregus, post. All right, now I'm just going to read off a few facts about Lieutenant Gregus real quick. He was born and raised in Montevideo, Minnesota, went to St. John's University and received a degree in business management, where he also met his wife, Melissa. He is currently working in the S3 shop, will soon take over a PL position in Alpha Company. His favorite movie is Charlotte's Web, and his hobbies include hunting, reading, and playing World of Warcraft.
Being captain's a lot different than being a lieutenant, because when you're promoted captain, it's a recognition by the United States Army that you are fit for command, to lead soldiers in combat, to lead a larger organization. And I think in the case of both of these soldiers, that is absolutely what they could do. They may choose to do something other than that, and we will make another attempt at talking about that later. But they say, my job is pretty easy. I don't do a whole lot. I just get the captains and the lieutenants and the non-commissioned officers in the right place to win. And that is the entirety of my job. So the responsibility, well, it lies with me. The responsibility in combat really rests with the lieutenants and the captains to make the right decisions because I'm not there. And I have full faith and confidence in these 2 that they would absolutely do that. So without further ado, who's first?
Lieutenant Arbanas. Lieutenant Arbanas, post.
Oh, are we going to talk about it? Let me read it first. Lifeless, West Point, platoon leader for a long time, scout platoon leader, second best platoon leader, or first best platoon leader in the battalion, second best lieutenant, Hannah Montana movie. Once served as a stunt double in the smash hit movie The Phantom starring Bobo Scarmanach. That's pretty funny. Bobo's here, right? Hey. Found some. You're a gal model, right? Okay. Hairstyling, paper mache, moonlighting as well as artist Jake Shake Shake. Okay.
Hey, sir, don't forget he's a K-State fan, too.
K-State.
Oh.
It's all about the delivery, man. Okay. All right.
The father of Lieutenant Arbanas, please come forward to do the thing. Attention to orders. The President of the United States has reposed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and abilities of First Lieutenant Jacob W. Arbanas. In view of these qualities and his demonstrated potential for increased responsibility, he is therefore promoted in the United States Army to the grade of Captain, effective 1 May 2016. Signed, Patrick J. Murphy, Acting Secretary of the Army.
Yeah, and just real quick before he starts, I've given Jake the hardest job in the battalion. He's going to be the rear gear commander. Just so you know, most of the other battalions, they picked company commanders that are either in position or going into position that have a lot more experience than he does, and I'm absolutely confident that he will outperform all of them. That's why I picked him. So, thanks, sir. Go ahead.
Sure. Well, I appreciate everyone for being here. This month marks the 3-year mark of actually being in this battalion. So I've been very fortunate to be part of this great battalion with a long history. I've been very lucky. I've had 6 company commanders I've worked for. I've had 7 platoon sergeants. I've worked for 3 different battalion commanders, 3 different brigade commanders. So moving forward, I like to think that I take all the leadership that they've shown me and use it for my future positions and going forward and taking over the rear detachment. I'm very honored, sir, to be able to take over rear detachment and deal with all the fun back here. I'd like to thank my family for being here. Everybody, I've been very lucky to be stationed somewhere close to home. My family's from Kansas City, so going home almost every weekend, doing the 2-hour drive. I've been very lucky to have that and have their support for me every day. And my girlfriend, Adrian.
Good catch.